So what are we gonna do now? We've got our bucket hat of topics, and we're gonna pick the topic. Are we gonna do them all? Or are we just gonna one by one?
I take it chances are Rome 2 isn't in there, so we can go into more depth.
No.
I think
we can come back.
I'm just deciding what to be included.
Wait, Ross
is taking it. He's in there.
What's the best song cover? Right, I'm gonna pick who goes first.
What do you mean? What's the best?
What's the best song cover? Like a cover you've heard by a band or musician.
Oh,
best
I've got a good one for this actually. Yeah.
Okay, well you can go first.
The best one I've heard is Jamie T covering Beyonce's song "If I Were a Boy," because I think it's cool when a guy covers a girl song or a girl covers a guy's song that's very obviously about the other sex. So they have to change. They have to change the lyrics. So obviously in Beyonce's one, it's about how.
Yeah, I already pointed that out to you.
If she was a boy, that she would do all this boy stuff, but Jamie
would understand.
But Jamie's already a boy, so
he'd do all this girl stuff. He'd have his period. He'd go.
But that's what you'd expect, didn't it? That's what you'd
for bras.
You want to say something about understanding why a girl would fuck with a guy.
You'd expect him to go and then sing about being like, oh, if he was a girl, but he changed it to be like, if he's a guy, then he would show a girl that he like actually cares about her and things like that.
Make her want to be a better man. Or
something. Like it to be better than how Beyonce portrays men in her version of the song.
I hate Beyonce.
I like her. I think she's a very talented woman.
She is talented.
Is she the black one?
And so's her husband.
Is she the black one?
Well,
Ross.
Yeah.
The black one of what?
I'm really sorry.
She is Jay-Z's.
He's from a town that's literally got like 3 black people in it.
Yeah.
Was she in Destiny Child?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's not the black one in Destiny's Child because I'm pretty sure they were all black.
They were all black.
I think Ross just made a
So what's everyone else's favourite?
Well, my favourite
7 billion population.
I can't exactly know who it was a cover of, but
Daniel,
it was Biffy covering Rihanna, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was very good.
I'm not sure about.
Yeah, but I've heard it and it was very good.
I don't honestly.
Biffy covered a song, but we don't know what it was.
It was by Rihanna that. They covered it.
You know, every time you speak, the spikes go crazy.
Yeah, close.
That's because I've got a loud voice. I'm a Christy. Christy's out loud.
His mum's name's gay.
It is.
Neil Stern.
Can we actually time that how long it took on the video to get to that point? I'm just saying it's the first one we've done. And
it's the first one we're alright.
Alright, well, can I pick the next topic then? Oh wait,
you just picked one.
I'm so bored of this one already.
What power would you have?
Me, invisibility, definitely.
Why would you have invisibility?
Just because I'm a dick.
Do you know invisibility doesn't work?
No, it doesn't matter if it doesn't work because this is in a place where superpowers clearly do work, right?
In Neil.
So honestly, this is the question: is it invisibility, or do you have to get naked to be invisible?
I've got 2. I'm branching, right? It would either be invisibility or the power to refill anything.
To refill
anything.
How would you go about refilling?
I could refill your bladder. And you just have to piss.
Refill your bowel.
And if I had these Maltesers, which I've eaten most of, to be honest, and I wanted more, I could just go refill them. Like Greg's like, oh man, I need another beer. I'll go buy one. I'm like,
it's actually a cider, it's okay.
Yeah.
Would it be general refilling or just look, they got rid of all my cancer cells.
Sorry, no, it has to be equivalent exchange.
That would be cruel.
If you get rid of his cancer cells, you have to give them AIDS. Just the way it works.
My one would be being able to transform into any animal. Because
choose a wolf. You wouldn't go into any other animal.
It would just be a wolf. Yeah.
No, but if you wanted to fly, you'd be a wolf with hawk wings or something.
Or you just become like one of those extinct.
But you can understand why.
I would just be an absolute douche and choose matter manipulation. I don't care if it's overpowered. You could do anything.
What's matter manipulation?
You could change anything. I could be like, I want Daniel to be a chicken, and that would be it. And you could fly.
Mine would be, to be honest, like whatever Wolverine's got, because he's my favourite.
He's got an
it's just like
whatever Wolverine's got. So
he's like.
So you're going to go with the original. He does not have bone claws.
He does.
Yes, he
does. In his origin.
He's always had bone claws.
Yeah, to start with.
Sing it in the background.
It depends on what story you go into. In some, he does not have bone claws. He just has regeneration.
Regeneration would be the coolest because you could have anything.
Did you know in 1996 DC and Marvel crossed over and they combined Batman and Wolverine and made a guy called Darkclaw, and it's
I think I've actually
badass.
seen a picture.
I
I-
have a comic book which I keep forgetting to show you guys, which is awesome. It's Marvel versus DC, and they pit Marvel characters against DC characters. Like Superboy, it's really weird. Like Superboy goes up against Spider-Man. Hulk goes up against Superman and all that kind of.
Hulk would get tanked against
No,
Superman.
You actually wouldn't.
I think
There's been this thing before. Hulk could actually hold up pretty well against Superman.
I'm pretty sure
because-
like
I don't
Storm
think
goes
it
up against
That- Daniel, you-
Wonder
if-
Woman. So.
No, if you actually
I'm
prove
sorry, but DC, I think their characters would tend to own some of the Marvel characters.
yeah, but that's only because they overpower all
Yeah.
the
yeah.
characters.
In that,
Superman
The
is
reason why-
OP.
no, that's the thing. The reason why they have to overpower all the characters is because they created Superman.
Right, my powers,
Just
mine.
ganged up and killed.
Right, if I had to get powers, it'd basically be all the powers from Dishonored, except minus the Rat Swarm.
Yours would
Because
just
rats-
What's Dishonored powers?
Well, teleportation, blink, slowing down time, just basically all around agility.
Soul possession.
Yeah, soul possession, like entering other people's bodies.
That is
Not in the game, but you know.
Greg the rapist.
Pulling people
Entering other
with
people's
gravitational, wind
Soul
blast.
And then pulling them.
The Force would be pretty cool, eh?
Yeah, having the Force.
Yeah.
Actually, I have to be blind. I'd just like to be a Jedi.
Yeah.
And then turn to the dark side
Have
because
Pain-
Sith
have
are
Pain-
infinitely better
Yeah,
than
Sith are
Jedi.
so much better.
You can have Pain's jutsu.
That's like in the Old Republic. Like I've looked at the statistics, and like all like the Sith significantly outnumber the Jedi.
Yeah, but if you think about it in your head, right?
That's because who
The
would
Sith
want
have
to be a
had the Sith have had more successful empires through the galactic history in Star
Yeah.
Wars lore,
It's because they're
and
better.
they've always had more power because Sith are better. Because think about it, who's more fucked up? The guys who say use your passion as a power to help you,
Or just hide
or
it.
don't have any passion, you can't be in love because all of it leads to hatred. The guys who can try and control your emotions are the real bad guys.
So it's kind of like all the Jedi are like Danzo.
If we're gonna go for a quote here, we go for love breeds sacrifice,
Sacrifice breeds
war,
Stop quoting
and
Pain.
war breeds hatred.
Pain's a very good bad guy. Pain's basically
was
a
awesome.
Jedi.
I
Alright,
loved
you want to
Pain.
know this? This is along the same lines. But peace is a lie. There is only passion. Through passion, I gain strength.
Oh.
That-
Strength,
that's
power.
Sith.
Through power, victory.
That is
Through
the
victory,
Sith.
my
My
chains are broken.
How can you know
the force
that?
of
That's the
grace.
Sith
Jam.
law.
Fear.
I'm a nerd. It's
Oh
obvious.
yeah. that's
I
funny
know
show.
the Star Trek log.
I don't like Star Trek.
The films are very
It's
good.
just
I just don't like
Captain's
Star
Log.
Trek.
No, as in space. The
Final frontier. These are the voyages of the Star Trek Enterprise. It's
Star
continuing.
Trek Enterprise. You fucked that up. The Starship Enterprise.
I didn't say Star Trek. I said Star. I said.
When this replays, we're gonna watch it, and you said Star Trek Enterprise.
Yeah, he did.
All right, well, never mind. Starship Enterprise. It's continuing mission. Hey, fine. Our timing's
to
on
seek
then.
new worlds,
Who
and
cares?
explore new civilizations, and to go boldly go
where no one's gone before.
Everything's getting a bit gay. Can we get another one?
Okay, I'm picking the next one.
What?
I'm
You're not interested by Star Trek?
No.
All right.
The films are the only good bits.
How would you?
I think you just pissed off an entire
Is it?
nation of people.
Wait,
You did.
stop.
Is this the dragon one?
How would your life change if you turned into a dragon, but you still had your mind?
Like, so you still have your same intelligence and being, but you're a dragon now.
this
Well,
is how my
it'll
life. This is how my life would change. I'd be a dragon.
Yeah.
So-
And pretty
People are
much.
gonna react to you differently because you're a dragon now.
Anybody
Exactly.
that's
How
ever
big-
seen
how
the
big-
the film
speaking so loud.
You're not,
Is
you're not gonna be able to work.
Dragonheart.
You're not gonna be able to work in Greg's.
I don't care. I'll be a dragon. I could just catch
You
my
would be really
Exactly.
good in Greg's because you could just fucking roast everyone. You wouldn't need
They
the
can't
others.
have a dragon working there, Phil. People will come
Yeah,
in
he'd
and
be in the
get
back.
scared shit.
He's like in the warehouse. You wouldn't see him. They just like Andrew, get us some sausage rolls, and be like give you all the like frozen shitty Iceland things. So you go, and then because you whistle when you blow fire, and then like you'd give them out, and then everyone would be like, "Fucking, I love these."
If I was a
Sausage rolls
dragon,
and
I would just
all
find a
burnt.
cool cave somewhere and start terrorizing a village.
Feel
I
like
think that's what I would. I think I would like
If I was a
fly out
dragon-
and just like kidnap random people. Take
If I
them
was
out
a
of my cave,
dragon,
like,
I would fly to the Holy Land and set down
Dance
fires
like
and then
puppets.
say, "Worship me, I am God, come again."
Where's your god now?
To be honest, the closest thing that we're going to see like that is just like Dragonheart. You're going to be like Sean Connery. And
Why is
just-
that your answer to everything, Daniel?
Why
Because
is
that is
Sean Connery
what
your answer to everything?
Sean Connery is not my answer to everything.
Don't lie, Daniel.
Sean Sean Connery.
It's too late. I'm already a dragon.
That was the worst Sean Connery you've ever done.
That was quite a good Sean Connery.
No, it was
He's done far better.
The only thing worse than Dragonheart is Dragonheart 2.
Is there a
I've never seen
Dragonheart
Dragonheart 2.
Never seen it.
Dragonheart 1's good. How dare you
Yeah,
say
Dragonheart
Oh my
It's
god,
good.
it was good when you were a kid, but it is the most rubbish trash you've ever seen.
It is good.
I haven't seen them.
I rewatched some of the Harry Potters and they were pretty shit.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I always thought the first like
Yeah, the first like 3 or 4.
Favorite Harry Potter movies, third one.
Third one.
is the
Yeah,
best.
third. Prisoner of Azkaban.
because that's when Sirius Black came in and he's the best character.
It's the only one that probably.
And I'm being
doesn't-
serious.
It's just amazing.
Are you being serious? about
I'm being dead serious.
this? Guys,
Well,
seriously.
that deserves a high five. Oh, yeah, spoiler.
Yeah.
It's been a few years.
Dumbledore dies.
Do you remember when
Dobby
they set up that
dies.
suicide helpline for the children when Dobby died in that book?
Oh, this question was actually made for me, I'm just saying.
Oh, God.
If you were to choose your favourite video game storyline, what would it be?
Right. Just like Dragon Age or something.
Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, and Wind Waker. I love actually Wind
Well,
Waker.
can you
I like
describe
Wind
that
Waker.
movie?
I like Wind Waker.
For people that may
You
not
gotta
know.
say why.
Why I love Wind
Because
Waker.
that's why.
It's just it was like it was the first game I got on Game.
No, it's not. It's not about the game. It's about the storyline.
About the storyline. What did I like about it? I don't know. I like the simplicity of the start where you stay on the island. Literally, I spent like at least like 5 or so hours on the island before I left, just fucking about.
Is that like the one with the free
That's
huts
a
and
pretty
nothing
long
else?
It's basically
not much to
I was
do.
just messing about on that island.
I remember
And I just love the fact you go out to sea on your adventure and it's the vast
Yeah.
sea and all. It's just a very fun game, and the art style is awesome.
My one was probably actually the newest Max Payne 3, wasn't it? But
Really, out of
Yeah.
all the games,
I-
just can't think of
I
it.
really
I
enjoyed
was waiting
that.
for him to
Recently,
say like
anyway.
COD 4 or something,
No.
so we could lunge across the table.
Call
and
it
slap.
Call of Duty games are not good campaigns.
My favourite game storyline is actually.
I was in the
No, I
middle.
thought you were finished.
No. The Max Payne one, it was just because it's quite a dark storyline, and I just thought it was a brilliant game. To be honest, recently it's not the best
What is the story?
overall like ever, but recently that I can remember because there's so many games I've
What
played.
was the story?
It was quite well. It was
Because,
dark.
like,
You were
Max Payne weird.
yeah, Max Payne is weird, but it's like he was drunk and he was taking drugs and all that, and it was quite cool. And it was just such a dark storyline.
Isn't it kind of like I Am was that movie? Where it's like the bodyguard in South America and he like has to rescue like a little girl. And, like is it Iron Man or something or
Iron Man.
not Iron? I said Iron Man.
Iron
I
Man.
think my favourite game storylines, one that I remember from being a kid, is
Dr. Mario.
is Oddworld Abe's Odyssey.
That was an
Ah.
awesome game.
Because the storyline for that game is amazing. Like this alien realizes works in a power plant for another alien like empire or corporation,
Yeah.
who then decide it'd be much more ecological for them to use the workers as their new meat, and then he has to free all the slaves and he takes them to like their new utopian home.
Oh,
And-
the new Moses.
I knew all the names of the creatures in that game and I completely forgot it.
But it was a good game.
Yeah.
Like it was like a good game, and it was weird, and the
Yeah.
storyline just actually made an impact.
This
And I
is-
was like 9 when I played that.
Yeah, it's so like failing my parents. Like they bought me that game when I was like 9, and it's just like, hey mom and dad, look at this! I can get myself cut in half by a saw. And, like it falls into the screen. You're just like,
all the blood everywhere.
It's like-
What's your favorite?
well, it's actually an older one. It's actually Knights of the Old Republic for.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
The thing about
That's
that
a
one
game.
is-
That's
I've got on the
game.
computer.
is that obviously like for anyone you've all played it, right?
Yeah.
It's just you go through the story and you're like fighting the evil empire and you hear about Malik and then there's the plot twist where it's like
The plot twist was
Revan
the
and you're like
main
wait who's Revan? Oh wait me? And it's just like you get a flashback to yourself and you just take off the mask and it's your character and you're like
And you're like, oh yeah,
I am the
I
Dark
was
Lord.
evil.
Yeah.
Brilliant. And you just go back to
And then-
killing people.
Knights of the Old Republic 2 wasn't as good, but it was still a good game. What's your favourite game
Ross.
storyline, Ross?
I don't know. Kind of mix between what they said, I guess. I mean, I played Wind Waker like all the time when I was wee,
Amazing game.
and I played Next to the Republic all the time. But I played Jango Fett Bounty Hunter. Nothing to do with the game, like the storyline. That was just the best thing ever. You could go into a nightclub and you had a little flamethrower. I used to just go and just go mush, just like burn everybody. Because like it was awesome back then when you could just kill all the citizens in the environment. You can't do that anymore. Like in the CODs and stuff, I would like chase people down, like trying to shoot them, and they just wouldn't die. It would just be gay. But Django Fett, you could burn anybody. And you could tie them up too, which was funny. I used to tie people up and put them in groups and then burn them. I was only like 10.
That's really sadistic.
Okay, it's not kind of part of the thing that I'm going on about here is, but since we're talking about Star Wars, is I'm really excited for the new Battlefront.
Yeah, there's nothing been released yet, so I
just
can't
because
get excited.
it's coming out. I know it's coming out now, and it's getting made by the same people.
Doesn't necessarily mean it's coming out.
Battlefield.
Games get announced and cancelled all the time.
This
For
one,
example,
it can't
Star
do it to
Wars
me.
1313.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, but there's always a
Alan
chance of
Wake
that
was
coming back.
announced in like 2005 or 4.
There's still a
I was
chance of
actually,
it
I was
getting
actually on the first Xbox
That was
magazine cover.
ridiculous. The first
And then-
Xbox magazine cover, Alan Wake, and then it didn't come out for like 5-6 years.